I'm Julia Hemphill, and this is my article speech. Imagine being able to play video games that would help you to succeed in your academics. According to Dr. Hamlin, there's a direct correlation between that just might prove that point. The title of my article is Video Game Strategies as Predictors to Academic Success by Dr. Carla R. Hamlin. I chose this article because I was interested and I would really like to know how they positively affect one another. Playing strategic video games can help a student with their problem-solving skills, willingness to ask for help, readiness, and help them succeed overall. Gaming and homework both require strategy. In both, you need to be coordinated in a manner that can be carried out to continue on to the next page or the next level. You are faced with obstacles in both that can trip you up or make you want to quit altogether. In this sense of video games, it's harder for me to give up on a game as opposed to homework. Dr. Kaplan says this about the subject. Gaming requires the use of problem-solving strategies, gathering information and regulations of emotion to persevere and find a way to overcome in the game. These skills are also required in academic pursuits as students need to learn how to overcome obstacles in their learning and difficult school assignments. I agree completely with Dr. Kaplan. In my experience, gaming has taught me to be resourceful and ready for any challenge. Now that I've discussed strategy, let's move on to asking for help. In both academics and gaming, you can be faced with many situations you need to ask for help. Let's say you didn't know how hard a certain problem would be until you happened upon it. One of the questions addressed in the article is, where would you go to get the information you need to carry on? There's a small group survey to find out that very answer. I will save you all from the math and just give you the statistics. The majority of those asked what they would do in regards to gaming replied that they would go online and look for a walkthrough or consult a manual. 47% gave different answers, such as they would continue to play and interact with their environment until they could figure it out on their own. The other answer was that they would ask a friend for help. The same question was asked about homework. The majority were hesitant to seek help from a book, but were open to help online. The group did not seem very open to asking a teacher before the assignment was due. They would simply give up. If they felt like they had stressed all resources. I truly believe that if we could look at our studies as if they were a game, we would have more success in our classes. Imagine taking A&P and being able to play a game similar to that behind the infamous episode of Magic School Bus, where the bus shrinks down and takes you on a tour of the human body. Let's go on a trip with Miss Fritz. If we could apply the same determination to finish the campaign of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare to the study of the parts and functions of our own bodies, we would have some brilliant people in the medical field. Now that I have discussed how the survey participants would react being stuck upon both academics and video games, let's move on to planning. Planning is key in both gaming and keeping a high GPA. You wouldn't play an RPG without replenishing all stock, such as potions, food for help, or mana, or without going to a blacksmith to fix your armor or your weapons for your big boss fight. Just as you would not go into class to take a big exam without reading your chapter or going through your notes, it is imperative that you take certain measures to ensure readiness. If you want to succeed, be prepared. In gaming, you remember any clues that could give way to the main bad guy's weakness. Typically, a character in the game will give way to some vital information to help you come to a conclusion on how to fight the main boss. An example, he shoots lightning bolts, and you've had a magic mirror in your inventory for a while for no reason. But an in-game character mentions its reflection and how you could use that to your advantage. In academics, your teacher tells you what chapters to read, and you notice that some words are in bold. Key terms will most likely be on your exam. Plan and think before you jump into either battle. In closing, playing strategic video games could help a student with their problem solving, willingness to ask for help, and readiness, and help them to succeed overall. This article was very intriguing to me. I agree, and I definitely understand how both gaming and your grades can correlate with one another in a positive sense. I was disappointed at the size of the group that was surveyed, but I was impressed with the details and that they went into and the results. Okay, are there any questions?
Yes, ma'am, I have a question.
Okay.
Well, when I was in school, we had this program on the computers called Reading Rabbit, I believe. And it was kind of like a game, but is that good enough analogy between the two?
Yes,
Good
indeed
correlation?
it is. Whenever you played that game, did you feel as if you were learning or playing a game?
But more so like a game. It was fun,
well,
but
thus proving my point. Are there any more questions?
Nope.
All right, well, thank you all, and you have a beautifully blessed evening. Bye.
Woo!